Hello, my name is Kirsten, and I'm doing the digital identity project that I actually assigned for you guys now because I didn't realize that I had to do it too. Sorry. I am wearing a green shirt, which I hope the color green comes out. It's like spring green. It's my favorite color. Green has always been my favorite color. I even had a green beetle until it decided to die. Um, Green's definitely my favorite color. I have pretty much everything is green in my room. This is an iPod speaker. Um, and then in the background, which it's just starting up, so that's why it's really quiet, but I'm playing my music tastes come and go, so I have a new favorite song every week, but I decided to go with the classic because I always like this song. It's classical music, it's actually Smetana, it's from Vlast, it's called the Moldau, which is in Prague, the river is the Moldau. I love this song more than anything, and when I went to Prague, I literally sat on a rowboat in the Moldau and cried and listened to the song because I love it so much. There it starts. Um, okay, so the scariest thing I've ever done. One of the scariest things is you guys are all familiar with my waiting in DC story. Probably that was one of the scariest moments is being in the courtroom, looking at the judge and having to say, "How do you plead guilty?" That's you never want to think of yourself in a moment where you're gonna have to say that to the judge. So that was pretty terrifying. Even though I knew it was something so stupid, but that I had to sit there and say guilty. Scary. And I guess the other thing was this past January, I went to Mexico with my family, and we went to a cenote, which is like an underground cave, underground river water cave that has water in it. And we went to this like really rural one, like there were not a lot of tourists, and there was a really high platform. And being a daredevil, my dad was like, "There's no way you can jump off of it," because there was like two levels, and I was like, "Oh, really?" So I went off the highest one, and it took me a good 20 minutes of like standing up there and going, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it," and then until I actually did it, and it hurt a lot. It's a lot higher. You know when you're falling and you feel like you're supposed to be hitting the water and you're never hitting, you're never reaching it. That's what it felt like, and the bottom of my feet really hurt, and I had the biggest wedgie of all time, and it was, at least I did it. I was proud to say that I'd done it. Um, Dinner with one person, I couldn't narrow it down. I really want to have dinner with Richard Branson because I think he's so interesting from a business standpoint. Everyone told him everything he was doing, he was never going to succeed in what he wanted, and you can't start an airline company, are you crazy? And like he started Virgin Atlantic, and and it's one of the most successful airlines in the world now, and he started his mobile company and his record company, and now he's going to do space travel, and I'm really thinking he's one of those guys that's just going to do anything and succeed in it, and he's a really down-to-earth nice guy who had humble beginnings and never really forgets that, and like his wife is still the woman that he met when he was 16, and he's never going to have some model girlfriend, so I really respect him for that. Mata Hari is another interesting one because of my history buff. I think she's such an interesting character. She's Dutch, but she's also, took on this Orient identity to kind of like play into the exoticism, but she wasn't such a frivolous person. She really took an interest in current events and saw that her country needed her, and that she was in a unique position to be able to offer services to her country as a spy, and which was a really brave thing for her to do. So I think she'd be really interesting to talk to. And the last one's Anthony Bourdain. I love him. I love his show No Reservations on Travel Channel. I watch him all the time. And I know he was at Mary Washington when I was in Spain, which makes me so sad. I told all my friends to tell him when they went to go see him that he was missing his biggest fan. And apparently, like after my third friend told him, like, your biggest fan is in Spain, she's so sad. He was like, who is this girl in Spain that misses me so much? So at least I was like acknowledged across the ocean. I'm sure my ears were buzzing or something. Where do I see myself in 10 years? I hope to be living in a foreign country. I'm not sure where yet. Right now, if you asked me, it'd be somewhere in Brazil or Istanbul, but that changes weekly. Um, and I hope to be doing something that I can use my passion for history, for culture. Um, and that I'm extremely happy, although I'm not holding out for the economic standpoint. I don't think I'm going to be wealthy, especially with a history major. I think I'll be happy and poor, living on a shack in the beach is what I want. Where in the world do you want to travel? I cannot narrow that down. There's too many places. Right now, my list includes Dubrovnik, which is a small, medium-sized medieval city in Croatia that is gorgeous. You should Google image it right now. And Stockholm in Sweden. I really want to go to Scandinavia, but especially Sweden. Arequipa, which is, I went with my mom to Peru a couple of years ago, but we just went to Lima and Cusco. So Arequipa is near Colca Canyon. It's another Peruvian colonial city, which is apparently beautiful. and Iquitos as well, which is in the Amazon, in the jungle. And Montevideo, which is in Uruguay. It's also a beautiful city that I want to go to. And New Zealand. I'm a big sports and outdoorsy person, so I'd really want to go mountain climbing and mountain biking and all sorts of cool things there. I think that wraps up my video. Thanks for watching.